Let's start Lesson 15 Early Man. Here you will learn about tools, houses, clothes, discovery of fire, farming, animal rearing, invention of the wheel. Let's read to learn. We know that life was not as comfortable earlier as it is now. People used to face many hardships. Come, let's explore earlier life now. Long time ago, early men had a very difficult life. They lived in thick forest full of trees. There lived big animals in the forest and early men were afraid of them. There was no food as we eat today. So, early men had to go in groups and find food. Hence, they were known as food gatherers. Tools. Early men had to cut roots to find food and hunt animals. So, they needed tools with sharp edges. They gathered stone tools with sharp edges. They used these stones to make knives. Later, they also used sharp wooden sticks as tools. As time passed, they began to make spears, hammers, and axes. In the end, they also made tools with the bones of animals and used them to save themselves from animals and hunt food. Stone tools, wooden sticks, spears, hammers, axes, bones tools. Note for the teacher. Tell the students about the life early men lived. Also, tell them how did they invent the wheel which has made our life very easy and comfortable. Houses. Early men did not have houses like we have today. They lived in forests and on trees. Later they found caves and lived in them. They moved here and there for food and shelter. Later they started making houses for themselves. They built huts made of mud and leaves. Clothes. Early men did not wear clothes. They used leaves of trees, barks of trees, and animal skins to cover their body. Discovery of fire. Fire was the first discovery of early man. One day someone rubbed two stones together and a spark came out of it. Then the early man rubbed it hard and it led to the discovery of fire. Then they learned to add leaves and barks of trees to keep the fire burning. After this discovery, early man learned that the animals were afraid of fire. So early man kept animals away by lighting bark of trees with fire. This made the early man feel safe. One day a piece of meat fell into the fire. This made it soft. Then early man also started roasting meat of animals. This made the food very tasty and they enjoyed eating it. Farming. Later early men kept on discovering various things. Early men used to eat fruits and throw away the seeds on the ground. One day they noticed that the seeds grew into roots and then into a new plant. Then they collected the seeds and started growing crops. This led to the invention of farming by early men. Hence, they were now called food producers. This led to the beginning of agriculture. They started digging soil with stone tools to plow land. Animal rearing. Early men could not do all the work themselves, so they thought of taking help of animals. Firstly, dog was tamed and used in hunting. Then the early men started rearing cows, goats and buffaloes for milk. Later, sheep was reared for wool. This made life of early men easy. They also used horses and donkeys to carry loads from one place to another. Now early men could live a settled life as they had started building tent-like huts. Now they lived near their farms. Later, they also learned to make pots from clay. This helped them to store grains and keep water cool. Now they could make better tools and weapons for themselves. Invention of the wheel. Early men had to travel often. They used to carry loads on animals, but it was difficult for them to walk over long distances. One day wheel was invented. No one knows how wheel was invented. It is believed that someone saw a log of wood rolling down from a hill and thought of the idea. They moved heavy loads on rolling logs of wood. This led to the invention of wheel. The first wheel was made by cutting wooden logs in circular shape and then making a hole in them. This led early man to make carts which helped them to carry heavy loads easily. Now they could move over long distances in less time. Invention of wheel is the greatest invention as it has made our life easier. Now humans progressed in their lives to make it comfortable.